Okay, I'm here to talk about understanding beautiful women and their mindset, you guys. So when I say beautiful, that's very subjective, of course. Very, very subjective. So let's talk about 8, 9s, and 10s. Some of you may have relatives, family members, or a sister that's at that level in beauty. Beautiful women are no different than your most average women. The fundamentals are all the same. Women, they have their wants and needs and hopes and dreams. I don't care at what level. They're all the same. They all piss shit. I mean, women have their period. I don't care if they're average, good looking. It's not all about strawberries and cream, you guys. I want to make you self-aware of that, okay? For me personally, I've dated most average. I've dated husky women, fat women, average women, and very, very beautiful women. I'm currently single, so I'm currently dating, and I can tell you this straight up. As well as I have a sister, and she was very, very beautiful. She currently is still very beautiful at her age. But you guys, listen. Why do most guys complain about beautiful women? Because they're hard to approach. They're all gold diggers. No, they're not. All right. So beautiful women just have higher expectations. Generally, they do. My sister was very beautiful, and she got approached by hundreds and hundreds of men every day. Does it create a bit of an ego? Yeah, if you're out of control, it does. If you're a girl that's out of control and not in touch with reality, then you can go out of control. I mean, we had a fantastic father in our lives, so a lot of the girls that have a father and put a lot of these beautiful girls in check, they're pretty normal. So you just got to approach them very, very normal, just like you'd approach any other girl. Again, got to remember, they are no different than your most average girl. The fundamentals are all the same. The only difference is they are beautiful, all right, from the outside. Sometimes they're not as beautiful on the inside as they are on the outside. It's just a matter of gaining a lot of experience until you figure that out. You just got to approach them normally. Don't pander, don't supplicate, don't capitulate to any of these girls. They want, I can tell you this, they want you to approach them just normally. There's no special line. You don't have to come up with any sort of trickery or anything else. Beautiful women want you to approach them just like if they were an average girl. You don't have to think of anything or do anything fancy. Okay, now this is removing any of these so-called gold digger type of women. So keep that in mind. Now, you always remember, guys, you have to put yourself in check too. Beautiful women have higher expectations. It's only natural. They generally do. Do beautiful women go for looks? Yes, they do. Most women go for looks. I don't care across the board. But the difference between men and women are willing to adjust and recalibrate their wants and needs and their checklist according to where they're at age and what they want. That's why you will see some beautiful, fantastic women with some really ugly dudes. But those generally are the gold digger type, because a lot of these ugly dudes, they had to make up for their ugliness or their shortcomings in life, or they didn't put any investment in themselves to work out or exercise, so they make it up with having some fun, some additional resources. So a lot of these girls that are looking for that resource, then you can call them a gold digger, whatever, but they're just looking for resources. I don't like using that term gold digger. It's just women are women and men are men, and that's all you have to understand. And just be self-realize yourself, become the best version of who you are. Don't have a false sense of yourself, and don't have hate on women. That's simple as that. You have to understand that we all have our wants and needs. Hot women have higher expectations, and hot women generally want a hot guy. And you'll find that from elementary school to high school to college. What did you generally see? The hot girls want the hot guy. It's simple as that. And as you get older, they still want that. But what the difference is, again, between us women and men is women are willing to recalibrate their wants and needs and their checklist based on their opportunities as their age grows. But women do want it all if they can. And women, they are in check with the realities of life. Most of them are. But again, I want to mention it to you. Approach a girl. Just approach her naturally and normally. Realize that she shits, she pisses, she has problems, she wakes up in the morning very moody. Most beautiful women, I can tell you, they magnify all their little flaws because the expectations out and about are so high on them that every little flaw in their body, you know, their looks and all that, it's magnified by them mentally, their own mindset. So what you got to do is, they hear every day, oh, you're beautiful, you're hot, you're wonderful, oh, your eyes, your hair. I mean, you don't want to follow that same pattern. What you want to do is just be a little different, treat them normal. Talk about just more natural things, or just mention natural things, and engage in a conversation. Women love conversation. And be direct and concise, because all women know the bottom line is you are interested in them, their beauty, and want to get to know them, and it's all about, generally, the bottom line, it's always about sex, right? And then all the other flavors are just added into it. Whether she has fantastic personality, you turn it into a relationship. So those are all just no use bullshitting. It's a waste of time. Most women are in tune to all the bullshit lines, particularly if she's hot and beautiful. She's heard all the bullshit, all the lines. So be direct, concise, and just be honest and be straightforward. Women know what they want. There's not going to be any trickery involved, and she'll respect you for that. You know what? Another thing too, it's very important, you guys. Even if you don't get a date out of this, a lot of women, they have a lot of stuff going on for them. I mean, they are a lot of achievers out there. I mean, all across the board, of every level of looks on a woman. So you perhaps could have a great contact. There could be business opportunities involved in it. So it's not always about sex, or getting a date out of the girl. She may not just be interested in you. A lot of women, particularly when they're hot, they have a lot going on in their lives. Whether it be family members, ex-lovers, or they just want to be alone. Maybe they just separated or got a divorce. So keep this in mind. Just be in check with yourself. You just want to approach a girl, be friendly. If some of you guys are awkward out there, and I think a lot of you guys are awkward out there, and that's what I found generally, just looking at these other YouTube channels that have started early on onto this game. They, you know, they're weak men, as well as I noticed a lot of the audience reading a lot of the comments. You are generally weak men. Listen, you guys, just be in check with reality. Don't diss on women. These weak men that have these channels, you know, misery loves company. Have you heard that? Well, that's what I see out there. What I want you guys to do, any of my audience that is watching this right now, just be honest with yourself. Become that best version and be honest. And just love women, love people. People are just people, men and women. And don't diss on women. Just because somebody's been hurt out there, it's just women are being women. A lot of these men weren't mindful and self-aware, so now they are on this revenge trip. And you see that with their channels. You know, it's constantly dissing on women. And women, because women are being very discriminating. So, you know what, it's just, people are people. We all have our wants and needs and expectations. A lot of hot women have higher expectations, but even average women have higher expectations. So what I want you to do is, you got to go out there and focus on the things that interest you, and don't put too much focus on women. Don't hate on them, don't diss on them. Go out there, be happy-go-lucky, and go out there and have fun and socialize. If you're awkward, practice your social skills. Join groups that will allow you to practice your social skills. Join a Toastmaster group that allow you to practice your speaking skills. Simple as that, you guys. It's really simple. Go out, become the best version of whoever you are. Don't have a false sense of yourself, and just kill it every day. And you know what? Great things happen when your mindset is positioned properly. And just go out there and enjoy life. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I don't bullshit. I don't dance around. I don't diss on women. I'm for real, and I want you guys to be for real out there as well. Everybody has their different wants and needs, and has their different expectations, and hot women have generally higher expectations. So just be a normal person and just be real. And if you get turned down, so what? Just keep practicing your social skills, and eventually you'll find somebody that you niche with, and you compliment each other and have a great time, and just keep doing that. So I'm going to leave you with that. Be careful what you're listening to out there with all these hurt, weak, channels out there with all these guys that are older guys, I've noticed, younger guys that are running these large platforms, and they're just giving you a lot of bad advice. And if they're just looking for clicks, then shame on them, because they're just looking for clicks, so they're dissing on women just for the purpose of getting a click. And you know, most of them don't have much life experience, and most of them don't have much experience in dating women, and they've been hurt in their life, so they're dissing on the girls. So I just want you to be self-aware and mindful of that. You know what, guys? Just go out there, be fit, mentally, physically, spiritually. Just work on yourself, develop yourself. That'll never end. Physically, particularly, you got to look good in your clothes, have some style, have some good hygiene, and just go out there and don't have false expectations of yourself, and enjoy life. I'll leave you guys with this until the next round.